Oh, we're live. Welcome back, everybody. 1979. M with pop music. Why? Why? What's David Bowie got to do with it all? What's U2 got to do with it all? Let's find out. Great song. Oh, by the way, do some housekeeping. This is from Robin Scott's channel. Robin Scott wrote and produced this song along with us and collaborators. So let's go and show some love. I'll link it in so everyone can go and listen to it again if you haven't listened to it 40 times already. Been a while for me, guys, so I wanna enjoy this. John Travolta. That's what it is. Disco. Yep. Escape reality. New York, London, Paris, Munich. Not inconsequential cities of their time and now. But if you said that in 1979, it was the centre of everything. Music, culture, finance, art. Not the only places in the world, but for the Western-speaking world. And they were major players, those cities. And I'll tell, when I was a kid, my dad had been to sea and he'd been around the world. And he had created a list of places for himself that were good. This song created my first list, these 4 cities. New York, London, Paris, Munich. I've been to them all. Munich, yeah, a couple of times, yeah. New York, twice. London, so many times, lived there. This song was released in March of 79. And I loved it. I remember I was 14. But we were about to have 3 months later, because this was originally recorded as a sort of Euro disco song, but a collaborator, a friend of his, has said, look, we need to introduce the synth sound. But it was before Tube Army, Gary Newman did Our Friends Electric. There was a buzz around synth sounds going on about then. So yeah, it wasn't done in that style originally. And when you see the opening, for me, that's just John Travolta. Yeah, and we'll talk about that. The song is about pop music. It's about itself. It kind of doesn't make sense. There's bits make sense, but it's not stream of consciousness, but it's not a heavenly influenced song with a deep meaning. It has got meaning, but you'll hear it. It's a demonstration. Yep. Yeah. So when you think about the song, and I know Robin Scott, I believe he said this himself when I was digging around, there was sort of these generational changes, and that's why he talks about how culture and music embed themselves. So New York, London, Paris, Munich, hence that. But you'd had your rock and roll of the 60s and 70s and disco, and now he was kind of saying, well, it's all just pop music, and that's what you hear in the song. It's just music, pop music. However you want to do it, you're going to dance to it, you're going to do the shuffle, shoe shine. It's all in there. It's so good. You know what I mean. Now you know what to say. Yep. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Pop music. I think that's his sister. Wherever you are. Whilst you might think there's a silliness to it, there's a reverence being paid to pop music and culture. And he talks about escaping the rat race. That's real. So music and culture help you escape the rat race, but enjoy it is what he's saying, because whatever it is, it's just music. It's just music. And it's not just with a small J. It's very large. I think you could argue it's probably one of the most self-aware pop songs ever made. Yeah. Let me know if you disagree, guys.
Dig it in the fast lane. Listen to the countdown. They're playing our song again. I can't get jumping jack. I want the whole get back. Moonlight music, knick-knack, paddywhack. Talk about pop music. Talk about pop music. Shooby-dooby-doo-wop. It's all around.
If you listen to the song, it's get up, talk about, get up, talk about. It's a commanding song. It's not a narrative. It's an instruction. It really is. It's not as naive as you think, but there's also a little bit of fun in there. So that was the album that they released. And I think they've released 5 albums over the years, but not to great commercial success. All this song is iconic. And Bowie was a friend of Robin Scott's, and he was in Montreal when they were recording this album. So Bowie came and did some hand claps. And later on, U2 cut the beginning of this and lined it in with their Pop Mart tour and Pop Mart. And Thomas Dolby was in 82. He's done stuff with them. There's all sorts of people been in and around this, accomplice musicians, synth players. But they never achieved global success beyond this. This song, they had 2 singles later, 37 and 60 odd in the charts. But this was like number 2 in the UK, but it was kept off number 1 spot by Art Garfunkel's Bright Eyes, which I also remember. And it made its way into Canada, North America, then dropped into the US. And by November of that year, it was also number 1 on the US Billboard 100. Big hits, all different places. Re-released again as remixes in the late 80s, hits again. So I've no doubt he's had some supper off this. But it's just fun. And it's important because it's that synth sound kicking in, the new wave, the post-punk sound, and Debbie Harry. Now, I know they'd been going Blondie and all that before this, but this definitely brought it to, and then you had Our Friends Electric and Cars later on. Like in May, Our Friends Electric, Gary Newman, with the Polymoog was about to blow everything out of the water and become such an influence. But this, I would argue, is equally as influential in its own way. I mean, listen to the beat. Bebop. It's a fun song. It's important because of what it is. It's an instruction. There's no real narrative. The instructions to get up and dance, enjoy your pop music, escape the rat race. It was a generational link. So we'd had sort of rock and roll to disco had been a global phenomenon. And then he was just saying, well, it's all just music and I'll call it pop music. So he didn't phrase pop music as a term, but it's just great. Guys, let me know what you were doing in '79. What do you think of this song? My American friends, my Canadian friends, and anyone else over the years who's just garnered a real taste for loving music. Yeah, it's infectious, it's melodic, it's really just good fun, but a great song. Till next time, guys, take care.